I met this wife for she's a friendly person. Meet wife for she friendly. I met his wife for she's a friendly person. He ordered us to give quick answers. He ordered us to give quick answers. The company present its business plan for the next year. Company present its business plan next. The company present its business plan for the next year. He promised to come home with a bottle of wine tonight. Promise bottle of wine tonight. He promised to come home with a bottle of wine tonight. How could you say such a thing to your best friend? How could say such? How could you say such a thing to your best friend? You show me the way to the post office. Post office. Would you show me way post office? Would you show me the way to the post office? He smiled at the neighbor's baby. Smile, neighbor baby. She smiled at the neighbor's baby. Does anybody speak Chinese? Anybody speak? Does anybody speak Chinese? The news about his company really surprised me. Don't talk about age in front of her. Talk age front. Mother taught me this beautiful song. Teach beautiful song. My mother taught me this beautiful song. When did he tell the secret? Tell secret. When did he tell the secret? He thanked her for great dinner. Great dinner. He thanked for her great dinner. The child touched soft white snow on the ground. Child touched soft white snow on ground. The child touched soft white snow on the ground. I visited my sick aunt at the hospital. Visit sick aunt hospital. She waved goodbye through the window. Waved goodbye through window. She waved goodbye through the window. Please arrive sing quickly. Please arrive sing quickly. I walk to my office every morning. I walk to my office every morning. He was writing a letter to his friend in a cafe. Write a letter, cafe. He was writing a letter to his friend in a cafe. Why do you always act funny like that? Why always act funny? Why do you always act funny like that? The air attacked the city from the air. The attacked the city from the air. My grandmother bakes delicious cookies. Grandmother bakes delicious cookies. Grandmother bakes delicious cookies. Her parents began a new business 8 years ago. Her parent began a new business 8 years ago. He broke his left leg in a soccer game. Break left leg soccer game. He broke his left leg in a soccer game. I will bring sandwiches to the picnic. Bring sandwich picnic. I will bring sandwiches to picnic. The city is building a bridge across the river. Build bridge across river. The city is building a bridge across the river. I bought a cheap camera for a trip. Buy cheap camera. I bought a cheap camera for a trip. We chose a table by the window in a restaurant. Choose a restaurant. We chose a table by the window in a restaurant. Husband cooks much better than she does. Husband cooks much better than she does. こうすごいな。I can count up to 10 in French. Count. I can count up to 10 in French. You should cover your skin when you're in the sun. Cover skin, sun. You should cover your skin when you're in the sun. You cut a cigarette and orange in half with a knife. Cut an orange half knife. She cut an orange in half with a knife. He did a good job as captain of the team. He did a good job as captain of the team. If you can this alone, I'll be proud of you. If you can this alone, I'll be proud of you. She does everything slowly. She does everything slowly. She is drawing a picture of the flower with a pencil. Draw a picture. Flower, pencil. She's drawing a picture of the flower with a pencil. She often dresses in dark colors. She often dresses in dark colors. Excuse me asking so many questions once. Excuse me for asking so many questions at once. His horse finished the race in second place. Horse finished race second place. His horse finished the race in second place. We couldn't get ticket for the ice show. We couldn't get a ticket for the ice show. Please give me another chance. Please give another chance. Please give me another chance. Hurry up before it's too late. Hurry up before it's too late. The large fire killed many wild animals in the forest. Large fire killed wild animal forest. The large fire killed many wild animals in the forest. They will leave the hotel early tomorrow in the morning. Hotel early in the morning tomorrow. They leave early tomorrow. They will leave the hotel early in the morning tomorrow. Let me know if you are ready to go shopping. Let me know if you are ready to go shopping. She made some wonderful tea for her guest. Make wonderful tea guest. She made some wonderful tea for her guest. The king and the queen married at a very young age. The king and Mary married at a very young age. I missed the best part of the game because of a car. I missed the best part of the game because of a car. Could you pass me the salt, please? Could you pass me the salt, please? I paid $40 for this umbrella. Umbrella. I paid $40 for this umbrella. Umbrella. He picked a simple silver ring for his wife. He picked a simple silver ring for his wife. Practice violin for 6 hours every day. Practice violin hours. Practice the violin for 6 hours every day. He put a heavy bag on the bench. He put a heavy bag on the bench. We haven't received any mail today. We haven't received any mail today. You can return it to the store after you open it. You can return it to the store after you open it. Doctors group may save many children's lives in poor countries. Doctors group may save many children's lives in poor countries. The store sells only natural and healthy foods. Sell only natural, healthy food. The store sells only natural and healthy food. Learn an important lesson from that story. Learn important lesson story. Learn an important lesson from that story. We all like the baker who was funny and sweet. Like baker, sweet. We all like the baker who was funny and sweet. They weren't listening when the teacher talked about homework. Listen, teacher, homework. I looked at my watch. It was 7:15. Look, 7:15. I looked at my watch and it was 7:15. Even though it's fat, I love my cat. Though fat, love cat. Even though it's fat, I love my cat. What do you mean by that? What me? What do you mean by that? Do you read today's newspaper? Read newspaper. Do you read today's newspaper? To be honest, I don't even remember her face. Honest, remember. To be honest, I don't even remember her face. I've never seen a fool like him. See, fool. I've never seen a fool like him. I can't smell roses even though they are gone. Smell rose gone. I can still smell the roses even they are gone. I couldn't taste anything at her food. Taste anything. I couldn't taste anything at her food. Do you think she's interested in me? Think interested. Do you think she's interested in me? I don't understand why you are so angry. Angry. Why I don't understand why you are so angry. His children watch television while eating. Watch television. Television. While his children watch television while eating. You don't have to worry too much, but be careful about that. Worry, but careful. You don't have to worry about too much, but be careful about that. The computer maker will announce the price cut for their popular models. Computer maker will announce the price cut for the computer models. My older daughter assists me with the cooking when I have to work late. My elder daughter assists me with the cooking when I have to work late. Don't blame others for your drinking habit. Don't blame others for your drinking habit. She bowed to the audience before she left the stage. She bowed to the audience before she left the stage. The Jazz Festival was broadcast on the radio last night. The Jazz Festival was broadcast on the radio last night. Some workers claim that the labor conditions are bad. Some workers claim the labor conditions are bad. We visited comforted the local people who lost their homes in the flood. The movie star comforted the local people who lost their homes in the flood. The sister often complains about the noisy music from his room. Noisy. His sister often complains about noisy music from his room. They are demanding an offshore account from the company. Demand offshore official account. They are demanding an offshore account from the company. I can't deny the fact he is handsome and intelligent too. Intelligent. I can't deny the fact that he is handsome and intelligent too. In the book, she describes her own experienced teenage mother. In the book, she describes her own experienced teenage mother. She directed the tourists to the hotel. Don't discuss personal stuff at the business meetings. Don't discuss personal stuff at the business meetings. The doctor has been educating the public about the disease. The doctor has been educating the public about the disease. I know what it is, however, I can't explain anywhere in English. However, explain. I know what it is, however, I can't explain it well in English. The professor expressed his anger at the students' rough words. Professor expressed anger, rough. The professor expressed his anger at the students' rough words. Please forgive me for my stupid act the other day. Forgive, stupid. Please forgive me for my stupid act the other day. You should inform the police immediately about the man you saw. Inform immediately. You should inform the police immediately about the man you saw. She introduced herself as a writer. She introduced herself as a writer. His player swing his racket over and over before a game. Player swing racket. The tennis player swings the racket over and over before a game. The waitress wiped the table when my kid knocked over a glass. Waitress wiped the table when my kid knocked over a glass. If you want to cut down the amount of salt, add some more lemon juice instead. Amount, add lemon instead. If you want to cut down the amount of salt, add some lemon juice instead. I will apply for the job at the dentist's office. Apply dentist. I will apply for the job at the dentist's office. She arranged flowers beautifully for the dinner table. Arranged beautifully for the dinner table. She behaves badly when he gets drunk. He behaves badly when he gets drunk. I can't bend this kind of wire easily by hand. Bend a wire easily. I can't bend this kind of wire easily by hand. How long do I need to boil these beans? How long do I need to boil these beans? I will borrow a pearl necklace from my sister for the opera tomorrow. Borrow pearl necklace. Necklace, opera. I will borrow a pearl necklace from my sister for the opera tomorrow. He burned all photographs of girlfriend after the program. Girlfriend. He burned all the photographs of his girlfriend after they broke up. They charged $500 for this room, but I don't think it's worth the money. They charged $500 for this room, but I think it's worth the money. I will already check the sport page first in the newspaper for a topic of the conversation. Check topic. I will check the sport page first in the newspaper for a topic of conversation. France proposed Jim cheered as a national hero appeared in his first game. France cheered national hero. France proposed Jim cheered as a national hero appeared in his last game. My father corrects the coin in a museum interested in his collection. Collect coin collection. My father collects all coins in a museum interested in his collection. His computer several sweaters and finally decided on purple one. Compare sweater, purple. Compared several sweaters and finally decided on the purple one. She completed a semester course while working. Complete course. She completed her master's course while working. I was in such a bad mood that I couldn't control my feelings. I was in such a bad mood that I couldn't control my feelings. The Japanese writer copied a sentence from Hemingway's famous writings. The Japanese writer copied a sentence from Hemingway's famous writings. His imagination created all the monsters in the film. Imagination created all the monsters in the film. We deal with all used books except comic books. deal used except comic. We deal with all used books except comic books. He might use the dirty trick in the card because he has to defend his position inside the trick card defend position. He might use a dirty trick in card because he has to defend his position inside it. The boy delivers a newspaper to our door at exactly 6 every morning. Deliver exactly. The boy delivers a newspaper to our doors at exactly 6 every morning. At 6 every morning. He designs wooden furniture for children. Design wooden furniture. He designs wooden furniture for children. The storm completely destroyed our school in one night. The storm completely destroyed our school in one night. We should divide the profits in two between you and me. Divide the profit. We should divide the profits in two between you and me. Waitress earns some cash from her tips. Waitress earn cash tip. The waitress earns some cash from her tips. 3 prisoners escaped from the state prison last night. Prisoner escape state prison. The 3 prisoners escaped from the state prison last night. The doctors will examine my father's brain waves next week. Doctors will examine brain. The doctors will examine my father's brain waves next week. I usually feed my dog first thing in the morning. I usually feed my dog first in the morning. The boy filled a glass with the orange juice and took it upstairs. The boy filled a glass with the orange juice and took it upstairs. Could you fix the engine by the end of this week? Fix engine. Could you fix the engine by the end of this week? When children smelled apple pie in the oven, they gathered in the kitchen. Pie oven. Gather. When children smelled apple pie in the oven, they gathered in the kitchen. The policemen were guarding with the main gate of the university today. Guard, main gate, university. The policemen were guarding the main gate of the university today. She hid behind the curtain and waited quietly for her brother. Hide the curtain quietly. She hid behind the curtain and waited quietly for her brother. This bank should hire more clerks than least in busy seasons. Hire clerk least. This bank should hire more clerks than least in busy seasons. He hunts bears in winter and always takes the dog as his companion. Hunt, bear, companion. He hunts bears in winter, always takes the dog as his companion. In case of fire, lead our guest to the exit immediately. Lead, exit. In case of fire, lead our guest to the exit immediately. You shouldn't have lent him so much money. You shouldn't lend him so much money. I don't lock my cars. I am partly responsible for the damage. Damage. I didn't lock my cars. I'm partly responsible for the damage. The traffic was heavy, but I managed to get to the office in time. Traffic was heavy, but I managed to get to the office in time. had my tool with me, I couldn't repair the watch today. Tool repair. If I had my tool with me, I could repair the watch today. Newspapers reported that public opinion was against the defense policy. Report, opinion, defense. Newspaper reported that the public opinion was against the defense policy. I reserved my plane ticket at the travel agency. Reserve, agency. I reserved my plane ticket at the travel agency. We'll sail down the river and enjoy the sights along the route. The side, sail. We'll sail down the river and enjoy the sights along the route. Why didn't you separate your jeans from your other clothes before you wash them? Separate jeans. Why didn't you separate your jeans from your other clothes before you wash them? He served as God, as a priest as a tiny village in Italy. He served God as a priest of a tiny village in Italy. He shared a eraser because he lost his. Share eraser. We shared a eraser because he lost his. He lost. Check. Lost. I didn't know the correct spelling of the word. She sometimes spelled it for me. Correct spell. I didn't know the correct spelling of the word. She spelled it for me. There is no proof that he stole your money. Steal. There is no proof that he stole your money. The poet struggled with illness later in his life. The poet struggled with illness later in his life. Some people will suddenly vote for him just because he's a new nephew of the former president. Some people will suddenly vote for him because he's a nephew of the former president. Don't waste your energy on worrying. Don't waste your energy on worrying. Admire the actress not only for her beauty but also her character. Admire the actress not only for beauty but also for the character. I dislike onion unless they are cooked. Dislike onion unless I dislike onion unless they are cooked. I doubt if he told the truth about that. I doubt if he told the truth about that. We can expect mild weather this winter. We can expect mild weather this winter. I guess that she was a teenager, but I was surprised to hear her actual age. I guess that she was a teenager, but surprised to hear her actual age. My boss really hates me, and that's why he gets mad at me for other things. Boss hate mad. My boss really hates me, and that's why he gets mad at me for other things. I can hardly imagine why he is unhappy with such a good husband. I can hardly imagine why she's unhappy with such a good husband. I intend to sell this house and move downtown. I intend to sell this house and move downtown. Let's not argue about this anymore. Let's not argue about this anymore. I beg you to understand my sensitive position. I beg you to understand my sensitive position. He's unlikely to be blessed with so much talent. He's unlikely to be blessed with so much talent. He merely just boasted about his wealth at the dinner party. Mainly both. He merely just boasted about his wealth at the dinner party. The professor bored him with a vague talk on the global financial markets. The professor bored me with a vague talk on global financial markets. Stay calm and try to communicate with each other. Stay calm and try to communicate with each other. Please contact me if we get any additional information. Contact. Additionally, please contact me if we get any additional information. Many museums in Europe display religious paintings. He's further encouraged to be a nurse through his financial support. Further encouraged her to be a nurse through his financial support. The piano player entertained the audience for an extra hour last night. The piano player entertained the audience for an extra hour last night. Don't forget to greet everyone in a cheerful way. Cheerful. Don't forget to greet everyone in a cheerful way. She hinted that there was a close connection between the two institutions. She hinted that there was a close connection between two institutions. Don't ignore the regulation if you want to stay at this company any longer. Don't ignore the regulation if you want to stay at this company any longer. Impress me with his homemade pizza. Impress me with homemade pizza. He insisted the gossip wasn't true. He insisted the gossip wasn't true. Please don't interrupt me until I finish the explanation production cost. Please don't interrupt me until I finish the explanation production cost. My son entirely neglected his homework all summer. My son entirely neglected his homework all summer. She was extremely offended by the things you said. She was extremely offended by the things you said. Everyone in senior management was bored enough to oppose the president. No senior management board opposed. No one in the senior management was bored enough to oppose the president. The teacher referred to several essays during his lecture. Lecture. The teacher referred to several essays during his lecture. The department store responded sincerely to the complaints from the customers. Department store responded sincerely to the complaints from customers. It threatened to fire me if I made the same mistakes. Threatened me fire me if I made the same mistakes. Same mistake. The child sat sullenly as his sister yelled. Child sat sullenly as his sister yelled. Overnight, dog barked and barked and kept the whole neighborhood awake. Overnight, dog barked and kept the whole neighborhood awake. It's obvious that he wasn't bathed lately. It's obvious that he hasn't bathed lately. You shouldn't bind these useless magazine together with strings. You should bind this useless magazine together with string. Kangaroo bounded across the road. Kangaroo bound across the road. My loving father buried last night. My loving father was buried last year. Loving buried. My loving father was buried last night. Hi. I will grant that his music is very original indeed. Original indeed. I will grant you that his music is very original indeed. Can you identify the man you talked at the pub last week? Identify pub. Can you identify the man you talked at the pub last week? We want to import more goods from your country. Import goods. We want to import more goods from your country. A Japanese company has invented some new cooking equipment. A Japanese company has invented some new cooking equipment. She needed the sweater with the mother's assistance. She needed a sweater with her mother's assistance. A group of scientists observed the growth of the young mice. A group of scientists observed the growth of young mice. Only he can perfectly operate the old instrument in the factory. Only he can perfectly operate the old instrument in the factory. He was busily piring some bricks in the corner. He was busy piping some bricks in the corner. She pretended to be shy when she not drunk. She pretends to be shy when she is not drunken. A few bold citizens protested and demanded a democratic government. Democratic government. A few bold citizens protested and demanded a democratic government. Can you recommend a wine that isn't too bitter? Recommend bitter. Can we recommend a wine that isn't too much bitter? The president said he would reform domestic policy. The president said he would reform domestic policy. The pupster refused to answer further questions on drug use. The pupster refused to answer the further question on drug use. My article was rejected by the magazine. My article was rejected by the magazine. The article related each person's individual lifestyle to its effect on the environment. Individual lifestyle, environment. The article related each person's individual lifestyle to its effect on the environment. Fortunately, the prisoner won't be released. Fortunately, the prisoner won't be released. This melody reminds me of childhood. This melody reminds me of my childhood. I needed to replace a battery in my radio. I need to replace a battery in my radio. These cruel comments don't represent his company's opinion. This cruel comment don't represent this company's opinion. It's unfortunate that my academic advisor will retire next year. It's unfortunate that my academic advisor will retire next year. I need to review the sales report before lunchtime. Lunchtime. I need to review the sales report before lunchtime. I'm eager to read my life of stress. I'm eager to read my life of stress. Roasted 3 pounds of beef steak altogether. roasted 3 pounds of beef steak altogether. Someone robbed me on my wallet while I was sleeping on the train. Wallet. Someone robbed me on my wallet while I was sleeping on the train. I ruined the broccoli soup by adding too much spice. Ruined broccoli spice. I ruined broccoli soup by adding too much spice. I'm not sure if I'll be able to satisfy my client. I'm not sure we'll be able to satisfy my client. They've searched for stolen painting all over the world. They've searched for the stolen painting all over the world. I'm seeking a partner with a sense of humor. Seek partner, humor. I'm seeking partner with a sense of humor. The artist roughly sketched his subject in sketchbook. The artist roughly sketched his subject in a sketchbook. It would be more convenient if we split the beer in half. Convenient, split. Cut an orange in half. It would be more convenient if we split the beer in half. He spoiled the party by being rude. He spoiled the party by being rude. This drink will spray your body with valuable vitamins and minerals. This drink will spray your body with valuable vitamins and minerals. I swear I'll do whatever you want. I swear I'll do whatever you want. According to this document, they transferred all his available money into this account. According to this document, he transferred all his available money into this account. I want you to translate this into Japanese and read it aloud. I want you to translate this into Japanese and read it aloud. This aircraft transport heavy machines. I'm a grown man, but you're still treating me somewhat like a child. I'm a grown man, but you're still treating me somewhat like a child. She generally wrapped the shell in her handkerchief and took it home. She generally wrapped the shell in her handkerchief and took it home. I'm concerned about the global climate change. I'm concerned about global climate change. Have you ever considered the fact you are a member of a community? Have you ever considered the fact that you are a member of a community? Her parents' absence from the wedding ceremony disappointed her. Disappoint. Her parents' absence from the wedding ceremony disappointed her. She glanced at us, but seemed busy with the housework. She glanced at us, but seemed busy with housework. I couldn't recognize the voice of first because it was unusual for her to call me at the office. I couldn't recognize her voice at first because it was unusual for her to call me at the office. I regret not getting a receipt from the restaurant. I regret not getting a receipt from the restaurant. I suppose the wages would be higher with a better employer. The priest suspected the politician, but had no evidence. The priest suspected politician, but had no evidence. Attempting analysis of typical grammar mistakes made by young people. Typical analysis analysis of typical grammar mistakes made by young people. Kitty, kiwi, coral, lamb, pigeon, whale, worm, atom, carbon. Kitty, kiwi, coral, lamb, pigeon, whale, worm, atom, carbon. Cliff, continent, crop, darkness, dawn, frog, fork, fountain, horizon, lily. Kitty, kiwi, coral, lamb, pigeon, whale, worm, atom, carbon. Cliff, continent, crop, darkness, dawn, frog, fountain, horizon, lily. Moonlight, palm, ray, seashore, seaside, seed, slope, soil, sunrise. Moonlight, palm, ray, seashore, seaside, seed, slope, soil, sunrise. Trunk, universe, bathtub, Bible, bookcase, bookshelf, book bucket, carpet, channel. Trunk, universe, bathtub, Bible, bookcase, bookshelf, bucket, carpet, channel. Moonlight, palm, ray, seashore, seaside, seed, slope, soil, sunrise. Trunk, universe, bathtub, Bible, bookcase, bookshelf, bucket, carpet, channel. Coffee pot, comb, crayon, cupboard, cushion, cutter, fireplace, freezer. Coffee pot, comb, crayon, cupboard, cushion, cutter, fireplace, freezer. Gasoline, glue, handbag, jar, kettle, kite, label, ladder, lens. Gasoline, glue, handbag, jar, kettle, kite, label, ladder, lens. Coffee pot, comb, crayon, cupboard, cushion, cutter, fireplace, freezer. Gasoline, glue, handbag, jar, kettle, kite, label, ladder, lens. License, lead, mixture, napkin, peel, picture, postcard, pump, recorder. License, reader, mixer, napkin, peel, picture, postcard, pump, recorder. Rod, rubber, sack, saucer, saw, scale, scissors, screw. Rod, rubber, sack, saw, saucer, scale, scissors, screw. License, lead, mixture, napkin, peel, picture, postcard, pump, recorder. Voice recorder. Rod, rubber, sack, saucer, saw, scale, scissors, screw. Stove, string, tablecloth, tank, teacup, teapot, telegram, telescope, thread. Stove, string, tablecloth, tank, teacup, teapot, telegram, telescope, thread. Tin, tray, typewriter, vase, wax, announcer, babysitter, bakery, banker. Tin, tray, typewriter, vase, wax, announcer, babysitter, bakery, banker. Stove, string, tablecloth, tank, teacup, teapot, telegram, telescope, thread. Tin, tray, typewriter, vase, wax, announcer, babysitter, bakery, banker. Barber, bookseller, businesswoman, cleaner, director, explorer, firefighter, governor, housewife. Barber, bookseller, businesswoman, cleaner, director, explorer, firefighter, governor, housewife. Hunter, journalist, mailman, merchant, minister, operator, postman, printer, producer. Hunter, journalist, mailman, merchant, minister, operator, postman, printer, producer. barber, bookseller, businessman, cleaner, director, explorer, firefighter, governor, housewife, hunter, journalist, mailman, merchant, minister, operator, postman, printer, producer。よし。いい時間なので、今日の朝の勉強は終わります。もうちょっとか。どこら辺でかな。木に飼ってるの、ここら辺か。ここら辺で一掃したいな。よし。